Hi everybody, Pastor Scott here. I'm just walking in the parking lot. I wanted to share a few thoughts with you. One of the concepts that I enjoy sharing with people, enjoy talking about, is the concept of life in the middle. I mention it here and there. You probably heard me say something about it. One of my favorite things to point out to people is the story of Daniel. We don't really know that much about Daniel's life. As far as like the facts, we sort of catch up with him by the time he's 15, and some say he lived to be maybe 75. Nobody really knows exactly, but so when you add that up, you figure we see his life over a period of about 21,900 days. That's a lot of days, 60 years, and really, when you get to it, when you think about it, we don't know much about him. We don't really know much of what happened in his life. We only get to look in on those very important, memorable, powerful, supernatural, miraculous moments of his life. But he had way more regular moments than he did miraculous moments. So one of the ways I like to demonstrate that, and I wrote a book called Life in the Middle. You can have a copy of that. You can actually go to thehabitofdailyprayer.com, and you can see that the manuscript is there in a PDF form. It's not going to cost you anything. But one of the things I mentioned in there is Daniel. In chapter 9, he is praying for the sins of his people. He's repenting. He wants to hear from God. He wants to know what's going to happen. And he's just interceding for his people. And pretty soon, the angel Gabriel comes to him at the time of the evening sacrifice, and he comes to him in swift flight. Now, that's miraculous and amazing, and Gabriel gave him a tremendous prophecy that we're still concerned with today, the 70 weeks. But here's the point I like to make. What was Daniel doing the day before? Where was the angel the day before that? And the day before that? And many of the days after that? Out of 21,900 days that we're vaguely aware of with Daniel, we hear a little bit. But what about all those other days? Well, all those other days, while nobody was looking, while nobody was writing down the stories, while there was nothing fantastic to tell, he was just living for God, being faithful. That's what life in the middle is all about, being faithful while nobody's looking. And sometimes we aren't good at that. Sometimes it doesn't work out well, but we just get back up and we do it again, and we realize that our life is in the middle. Someday Jesus is going to return. He's going to come back and he's going to get us, and we're going to be with him forever. But today may not be a miraculous day. Today, maybe you won't see an angel. Maybe you've never seen one. Maybe that kind of thing has never happened to you. That doesn't mean it's not going to. The point is that Daniel wasn't just faithful that day that the angel showed up. He was faithful every day before that, every day after that, and nobody knew it. Nobody had a story to tell about it. It was just being faithful while nobody was looking. And that's really what the Christian life is about, is through the grace of God, trusting God, doing all that we can do to just be faithful while nobody's looking. Faithful while nobody's checking on you. Faithful when nobody's lining up to say, how are you doing? Faithful when the music isn't playing. Faithful when there's not a sermon playing. Just faithful in the middle when nobody's looking. God bless you.